Okay, this will be part 2 of my lecture in CVN. We go now to English grammar, no? Which is on adjectives. No? We concentrate part 2 in this book. No? We are taking this would be the last type of adjective, which we call demonstrative adjectives. No? This is what I left last time. No? Demonstrative adjectives. So we discussed the other types of adjectives before. So I said I will be reserving the discussion of this because it's quite a long one. No? So, okay. By way of a review, again, before we proceed, I have discussed already what we call the descriptive adjectives. Correct? You still remember that? Descriptive adjectives. Then we have numerical adjectives. You just read your book, numerical adjectives. Then adjectives of quantity, adjectives of quantity or amount, and then what we call the adjectives of ownership or possession. Adjectives of ownership or possession. This is what we discussed last time, no? Or possession. So today we start with this, no? The last type, which is demonstrative adjectives. So I will erase this now. I have discussed that last time. So we start with demonstrative adjectives. Now, when we talk of demonstrative adjectives, we cannot do away with thinking demonstrative pronouns. No? Demonstrative pronouns. What are the demonstrative pronouns that you've learned? Again, in chapter 3 of your book, demonstrative pronouns. No? So, here are the demonstrative pronouns by way of a review. If the thing or the person is near you, how do we say that? This, no, this tree or this chair, no? Meaning near. But if it is far, it will be in singular form that. No? Far, yonder is what we call. No? So these are in singular form. The plural of this would be these. No? Near. Plural of that would be those, which is far. No? Now remember that these are pronouns. Diba? These are pronouns, but a pronoun is a part of the speech. But I told you time and again that every part of speech can function in different ways. No? Hindi lang siya pronoun, porque pronoun na, lifetime na siyang pronoun. No. They could also function, words can also function in different ways or in different parts of speech. Like for instance, these are pronouns, but they could also function as demonstrative adjectives. And when is that? When do we say that demonstrative pronouns or demonstrative pronouns can also function as demonstrative adjectives? When do we say that? Well, very clear when this demonstrative pronouns is followed by a noun. No? They are no longer used as demonstrative pronouns, but they are used as demonstrative adjectives. Clear? Examples, no? This examples. This is good. Oh, what's that? This, the word this, how was it used? Is it a demonstrative adjective or a demonstrative pronoun? Or that is new, for instance. So that, as used in this sentence, is it an demonstrative adjective or demonstrative pronoun? Remember that I told you there is no noun that follows. Diba? This is good, that is new. So how was it used? They are used as demonstrative, demonstrative, they are used as demonstrative pronouns. No? Because they are intended to replace the subject. Wala siyang subject, di ba? This is good, that is new. They are not intended to they are intended to replace the subject. That's why they are pronouns. Now, let's take this as another example. Instead of saying this is good, I say this report is good. No? So there is a noun that follows the demonstrative pronoun. This report is good. That house, say for instance, that house is new. So what follows this and that will be a noun. But in this case, if this and that will be followed by certain nouns, they are now used as demonstrative adjectives. Clear so far? So, I repeat, if there is no noun there is no noun that is attached to this or that, then this one is clearly a demonstrative pronoun. Why demonstrative pronoun? Well, because this and that here are intended to substitute. Diba? We say that pronouns are substitutes for nouns. They are intended to substitute the subject. Diba? But now, if you put a noun after this or that, say for instance, this report or this chocolate is good, or this car is new. Now, this or that is now followed by a noun. So here, they are no longer used as demonstrative pronouns. They are now intended to describe, that's why adjective, to describe a particular noun. But, you understand? So this, that are intended to describe a particular subject or noun. Clear? Now we also have what we call indefinite pronouns. Now, indefinite pronouns. Indefinite meaning you cannot ascertain the number of the noun or the subject. Indefinite pronouns. What are the indefinite pronouns that you know? Well, you may say many, diba? These are indefinite, several, few. These are indefinite because you cannot determine the actual number. No? Few, say for instance, few, everybody, everyone, etc. No, these are indefinite pronouns. It is not specified. No, several, plenty, ganyan. So these are indefinite pronouns. Now again, if you use these indefinite pronouns, say for instance, many are cold, but few are chosen. Say for instance, this is your statement. No? Many are cold, many are cold, but few are chosen. No? So how was it used? Is this an indefinite pronoun or an indefinite adjective? Definitely, these are used as indefinite pronouns because they do not follow a noun. No? But in the case of, say for instance, many students are cold, many students are cold, but few, say for instance, but few, uh, but few, uh, many students are cold, but few are chosen as scholars. So this statement now, when we talk of many students, because it is followed by a noun, it is now followed by a noun, it is now an indefinite adjective. Oh, this one, indefinite adjective. But in this phrase, few are chosen, the word few is still an indefinite pronoun because there is no noun that follows. Clear? Okay. So another example would be, another example, several uh, several players several players are in the football field. Say for instance, football field. Now, several is an indefinite pronoun, correct? But because it is followed by a noun, so this one, this several, is no longer an indefinite pronoun, but it is now an indefinite adjective. Now, it is now converted into an indefinite adjective because it is followed by a noun. So, in short, it is an indefinite adjective. The word several describes further your subject or your noun. Okay? So, there is a noun that follows, it is now converted into an indefinite adjective describing the subject or other in adding information to your subject. Okay, I will give now your assignment, but this is still on. You still remember the regular, irregular verbs. So I'd like you to give the, say for instance, the past tense, simple past tense, and the past participle of the following verbs. Okay, take this down. Number one, to drink, to drink. Number two, to drive, to drive. Number three, to eat, to eat. Number four, to fail, to fail. Number five, to fight, to fight. Number six, to forget, to forget. Number seven, to forgive, to forgive. So what I want you give me the base form first, then the past tense, simple past tense, and then the past participle, and you have to use them in sentences. One sentence each. The sentence that I'd like you to construct is in the using the past participle. Okay, clear? Thank you and good afternoon, everyone.